most important thing in business is honesty, integrity, hard work, family, never forgetting where we came from.
Welcome to the network show. I'm your host, Lawrence Wingate, and today we have an awesome friend of mine by the name of Sean McKnight. He is the owner of the original Flip Flap Company. I'll let him tell you more about what he do and why he does it, but I want to put out some administrative stuff here. If you are an entrepreneur, a veteran, or creative, college student, music artist, we're looking for you to interview you on all our podcasts. We're looking for actors for our short films as well. And you can contact us here at Wingate Studios Opportunity Network. Now, let's bring in my buddy, Sean. Hey, Sean.
Hey, Lawrence.
How things going?
Hey, going well, man. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Good to see you, brother. Let's talk about the original Flip Flop Company. So, one, tell the audience who you are.
So, I'm Sean McKnight. I basically was a lead singer for a number of decades, and I'm just a creative kind of guy, looking to solve problems, help people. I'm freewheeling, man. I got no lovers, no children, no pets. I work 7 days a week, free as a bird.
That's what I'm talking about. So let's take a discussion to your band. How did that you being in the band?
Well, that's a long story. I had a friend. I got suspended from UNCC for a PJ party on campus, which led me to trying out for a band up in Waynesville, North Carolina. But he liked what I wrote, short stories, things like that. So he had me try out. And I was just the worst thing you've ever heard in your entire life. But my energy was everywhere. So they're like, we'll give you a month to learn how to sing. I came back down, learned how to sing from my diaphragm. So then I still sounded like shit. I was just a whole lot louder. And then, over the decades, I just practicing, singing with different bands. I became what I consider a pretty decent singer. Our music is awesome. You can actually check us out on YouTube if you search botherrocks.com, all spelled out. Or my secondary band, you can check out Jolie, like Angelina, Jolie the band, both on YouTube. That was my passion for a long time.
All right. Okay. It's I remember looking at some of your videos and stuff like that, and I was like, yeah, y'all good. Y'all good.
Yeah, I know. We know what we're doing.
Let's talk about, now we know who we are. We know you're in a band. Let's talk about how you got your company started and why did you start it?
Well, if I had more money and less self-doubt, I'd probably be an inventor. I've got to have my little magic bag of tricks with several different ideas. And I thought the easiest one to implement would be a backstrap for flip-flops. Because like I said, I'm a lead singer by trade. I'm not a businessman or engineer. I just got tired of walking out on my flip-flops. Couldn't find a solution. Didn't want to buy brand new shoes. So, I waited a little bit because I didn't have any money at the time, but I got in a terrible car wreck in 2014. Gave me a little bit of money, and plantar fasciitis in my right foot made wearing flip-flops more difficult. So 6 surgeries later, I went to Carowinds. I get on the first ride I can find to see all the slides and flip-flops kicked off to the side of the ride. I was like, well, maybe other people want a backstrap. So I get off the ride, go find my friend where she's waiting. She said a flip-flop came flying through the air and almost hit her in the head. At that moment, I realized I was chosen. So I bought a 3D printer and made plastic molds. I poured liquid silicone for 3 years until it was just right. Then I spent another 6 months blending silicones to find one that would work. Then I put it on Amazon in 2022.
So all this come from a flying flip-flop.
That's what sealed the deal.
For our audience, can you show our audience what it is? Give a little demonstration.
Or You can take it off, wear it like a bracelet or an anklet or a choker or a belt. This is what it could be. The perfect advertising solution. 100% silicone. So it's 100% sustainable, recyclable, and eco-friendly. Nothing on the planet has existed like it before, ever, in all of human history.
Okay. So, what has been, as an entrepreneur, what has been your struggle to taking your idea to bringing it to a mold and silicone mold and actually getting it to where you need to be? I know you said it took you 3 years. Why did it take?
Oh, God, yeah. So, well, initially, when I look back, I feel like it was fun. But at the time, I'm like, what the hell am I doing myself? Because basically, the way it works is so I had to learn just enough 3D CAD to make the molds in a 3D model that I'd then program into the 3D machine. Then I'd make the molds. I have to watch that while it's doing it because it didn't always work. Then I have to mix the silicone, vacuum, put it in the vacuum chamber to get the air out, then pour it. Takes 8 to 10 hours to cure. So then I'd pull it, go back into 3D CAD, put it back into the machine, watch the molds, mix the silicone, pour it. I was doing one a day, So 2 years in, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing to myself? I was just trying to make a backstrap for me, But essentially, I couldn't make it to the quality that I wanted once I had fully designed it. But it was just iteration after iteration after iteration until I got it to where I thought it was doable. So I put it on Amazon as an MVP, but it only fits up to men's size 10 comfortably. It'll stretch to fit larger. But initially, I wanted it to be truly universal. So now I'm making the second generation that's longer, thinner, softer, is universal up to men's size 15. It's perfect.
So, as you was going through that process, that journey, where at any time did you say, I don't know if I want to do this?
I'm sure I probably said that every day, but it was a problem that needed solving. And so I had this thing in front of me, and I was like, I know I can do it. Once I started, I realized that I could do it. I just didn't know how long it would take. I thought it would be much. I'm naively optimistic, so I believe everything's going to happen faster and be easier than it ever is. So, yeah, I mean, I was bound and determined to get a backstrap for myself, man. I was just tired of it. I was done walking out of my flip flops.
I remember, a couple of conversations that we had, and one of them stand out when the the people that you have met throughout this process, through you doing, was it Uber or
Lyft.
yeah,
Yeah,
Lyft,
I drive Lyft 7 days a week.
right? Lyft 7 days a week. Can you touch a little bit on the people that you met doing Lyft and how it helped you move forward in your journey?
Yeah, so I've actually had, I give everybody my speech. It's like for the longest time, it wasn't going to be glow in the dark. And then I was talking to a guy who's like, we were talking about EDM and stuff like that. And he mentioned glow in the dark. I was like, oh shit. I was like, my product should glow in the dark. So I've met a mechanical engineer who's helped me start this L slide because I like to say I'm building the most sustainable footwear company ever created. I got other products, a slide coming, individually split toe hemp tabby socks. Crocs has gibbets. I'll have something like it to get around their patent. But ultimately, everybody has given me unbelievable ideas of how to market, who to talk to. They've signed up and followed me on Instagram or TikTok. You meet so many people. I actually have a guy who's wants to invest. I'm still waiting to hear back from him. He's talking to his partners. Obviously, I have to interview him to find out if he's a good fit. But I mean, it's been amazing passing out business cards to everybody I talk to. It's allowed me to get my pitch down. And people, right now, I'm doing a dash cam series where I film people who have great reactions to Flip Flap, so that I can post that because I'm slack on posting.
Yeah, posting itself is a job within itself.
It is.
So, from the time that you had the idea to the time that you did the molds to the time that you're meeting people, through Lyft, what is your how do you feel now where you are today compared to where you started?
Oh man, I'm light years beyond where because originally I wanted just this backstrap for myself, and then I had to hire an idea to production guy who got it manufactured, packaged, shipped to me in a shipping box with my logo on it. So all I had to do was put a mailing label on. I sent most of this to Amazon, but I'm obsessed. I think about it every day, and as I've thought about the idea of the business is completely involved to a footwear company that's going to change the culture, like Crocs changed the culture. The slide that I'm building is transformable. It's modular. It can be taken apart. There's no glues or chemicals of any kind. You can replace pieces that you want, make them in any color. It'll fit your feet perfectly. Because I'm 5'5". I have like 6.5 shoes. So when I go online, all the shoes for men start at 7. So I'm wearing like size 7 flip flops right now. So I'm going to make a shoe that will fit anybody perfectly, no matter their size of their feet, any of that. And it's all going to be silicone, so it'll all be recycled. It'll be like a forever shoe. You break a part, you replace that part. Shape of your foot changes, you replace that layer. Each part and piece could be made a different color. What I'm doing, nobody is doing. I'm trying to make the most customizable products ever made.
So, where do you see yourself? I know you mentioned in some of our previous conversations about connecting with a lot of colleges and universities and stuff like
Yeah.
that. From the time that we talked about it to today, has that view changed, or has it you have to where exactly know what you want pertaining to colleges and universities?
I'm the only thing that I've changed is I want to get CLC license, standard license, so I can approach all because I'm only making it in SEC colors, plus pink and brown. But I want to get all the licensing for all 16 colleges. But my main marketing focus will be on University of Florida because that's everybody wears flip flops. So to get there, I am going to start a Kickstarter. I'm hiring a marketing intern to help me with my email list and just generally spreading the word before I launch my Kickstarter. Asking for 150,000 with a stretch goal of $1 million because eventually I want to bring manufacturing, all aspects of manufacturing to the U.S., which is going to be a whole nother deal. So right now, I'm just focused on this. All right.
So, who is your target market that you want to focus on?
So my main target audience would be festival goers, secondarily college students, alumni, fans, family, and then thirdly the VA. I've actually had a lot of people with issues like drop foot, people that had a stroke or an amputee couldn't wear it on his fake foot. So there's a market for people who are disabled who aren't necessarily in the VA, but they could benefit from it. Um, the boss monster would be Live Nation because I'm trying to license my products. Designed for licensing, think Wings, Ron John, Surf Shop, Cabela's, Dick's Sporting Goods, Carowinds, Whitewater Center. So licensing is where I originally wanted to take it when I didn't know shit and realized that's not how it works. So if I can license to Live Nation, the largest festival conglomerate in the world, I'd be a made man. I could retire if I didn't have bigger goals.
So what we're going to do, we're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, I want to dive deeper into those individuals that you spoke with, that you want to connect with, and your vision of why you want to connect with those individuals and those corporations as far as in respect to license, because I want my viewers and listeners to know why you're doing that.
Why I'm doing it. Yeah.
So we're going to go take a commercial break. Be right back.
All right.
All right, welcome back. All right, let's talk about why, when it comes to licensing, you want to get with the certain colleges and universities, and why you want to connect with a lot of the companies in order to help you grow. Can you
Yeah,
elaborate more on that?
sure. Well, it's just a simple fact. Nobody's going to do what I'm doing. Nobody's going to build a company this way, making the products that I make. And so essentially, I'm making products for me. I know other people love it if I love them, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to position my product as a premium product through either licensing to companies that can give me that prestige, or even like IP lending. So Cabela's or something like that allows me to use their IP, and I only make it and sell it in their store. So I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know how any of this shit works. I am just fumbling forward towards greatness, right? So I think that it's like I'm kind of maybe a little narcissistic. I don't help people in general. It's not really how I do things. So instead, I'm making a big help that helps everyone, that helps the planet, that changes the way we think about flip flops and casual footwear. I mean, flip flops and sandals are a thousands-year old technology. Billions of people have worn flip flops, but only now do you have something like this. It's amazing to me. But I mean, I'm here to help. You know, I don't, and I've been broke my whole life, so money doesn't make a difference to me. You
Right.
know, it's I would rather make less money and make the business easier to run and help more people than to make millions and millions of dollars.
All right.
Plus, what else would I do?
Right. Right. So, with saying that, is that how would you? What are the certain people that you need to actually help you? What is that? What help do you need right now?
I definitely need a partner. There's lots of skill sets that I don't have. I'm an innovator, a visionary. I know exactly where the company is going, but the implementation is a little tougher. I do have a silicone chemist in my corner who's offered to make me a repeatable blend, a silicone blend that glows in the dark and fluoresces under black light for free. I've got this mechanical engineer who's helping me, but really I need a marketing genius and potentially a COO. Because once the problem is it's never existed before in all of human history, so I lack awareness. Once the awareness is there, I'm the only product doing what I do. So awareness is key, and I try to build that as I can. But billion things to do, working 7 days a week, it's not as easy as you would think it might be.
This is true. This is true. So, okay. One of the things that one of the things we also talked about is how to go along with what you basically saying is building a team
Yeah.
or to be able to help you get to the next level. Have you ever, is this the first time you're building a team, or do you have experience working with a group of individuals? And if not, how are you going to navigate through that?
It's a good question. I mean, being in a band, I work well with the team, but I'm not necessarily a team leader. So I'm looking for believers, right? I don't know exactly how I'm going to form this team. I hope to meet, I meet all sorts of people driving every day. And I'm hoping eventually one of those people will actually, I met a marketing manager for Carowinds the other day. He's going to try to get me a meeting with them. That would be grand since that's where was discovered. I sent him a mock up of what it would look like for Carowinds. So I hope to get a meeting with them soon. So it's basically just pitching as many people as possible while I'm driving because you just never know who you're going to meet. I'm hoping to find a partner or somebody who knows a partner in that way. I mean, I would prefer a woman because women are 78% of the market, so that would also help. So, I mean, a partner is what I need, but I need somebody who's strong and all the skill sets that I don't have, which is pretty much all of them.
All right. Is it, because we're coming to the tail end of the show, but is it anything you want to put out that you would like for our audience to know about?
I mean, that's a good question. I just think that what I'm doing is exciting. And if somebody's missing something in their life and they want to build a brand, I mean, this is the ground level. I'm building $1 billion company. So if anybody is interested in helping me for the promise of future riches, I'm game. I'm also generous.
Okay. And how can people get in contact with you?
They can contact me at Sean, SEAN, at theoriginalflipflap.com. And that's probably the best way to get in touch with me.
All righty. Well, Sean, brother, it's been a pleasure speaking with you, getting your information out there. To all our listeners and viewers, please contact Sean. If you want to support him, contact with him. If you have a certain expertise, contact him. Anything helps.
I will also I'll let you know when my Kickstarter launches, and maybe you can pass that along the wires.
So, well, once you launch that, let me know and I'll get it out to the masses as well.
Awesome.
Well, I
Awesome.
want you to have a great weekend. And
You as
all
well.
know, whatever you need, any help, I got your back.
I appreciate you, Lawrence. You've been great, man.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
I see you next time.
Yes, sir. So, as I said before, help Sean, help him launch his flip flap design to get it out to the market. He's a good brother, good person, very talented and creative. So, this comes to the end of the show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And if you want to come on this show or any of our other podcasts, you can contact me at Wingate Studios Opportunity Network Facebook group. Have a good one.
Most important thing in business is honesty. Integrity, hard work. Family. Never forgetting where we came from. So you are what you are in this world. That's either one of two things. Either you're somebody or you're nobody. Most important thing in business is honesty. Family. Never forgetting where we came from. Either you're somebody or you're nobody.